Welcome to Stellaris. I'm your host, Probability of Success 0, and this is going to be the first episode in a new playthrough series of this fantastic, epic, grand strategy space game. And I have to say, while I've played the previous versions of this game, we are going to be playing a new version that I am not very familiar with. In fact, I'm not familiar with it at all. It's got a lot of changes. This is currently version 3. I've played version 1 and version 2, and this is a new version that's just been released by Paradox Studios and is supposed to be very different to the last two versions of the game. So without further ado, I'm just going to quickly go over a quick overview of what the game's sort of about, and then pretty much get straight into the action. So as I said, it's a grand strategy space game. It's very much a typical 4X game where you take control of an empire and you expand across the galaxy and interact with other species. This particular version of this game is very open to nuance in terms of how you interact with pretty much every aspect of the game. So there's a great deal of degree of interaction, everything from combat to diplomacy to just the discovery of things around the galaxy. Pretty much the best way to describe this is you sort of very much role playing an empire as opposed to just building an empire. So a lot of the attributes that you pick at the beginning very much infer the kind of play style you're going to be pursuing later on. So we're just going to talk about the empire that I've kind of put together here. It's a mammalian race, so essentially mammals. We're going to call them the Kaidan, and they are part of an imperium of their civilization, which is going to be starting off on a single planet. However, they do have a bit of a backstory. It's a remnant civilization. This is a new element that was just introduced a couple of versions ago, where you essentially have a pre-existing storyline that you can follow for your race. So this storyline is that we used to pretty much rule the galaxy, but then some kind of tragedy happened and our civilization collapsed all the way back to its original homeworld and then collapsed in on itself. And we essentially regressed to a pre-interstellar civilization. Then over time we regained that ability, and now we are playing the second version of this race. And as we expand out, we'll discover elements of our former empire, which we can then turn into an advantage by researching those remnants. So there's some advantages to doing this, and also it's a good kind of story to play out. As we're playing an Imperium, we've gone for an Imperial government type. We've got a couple of ethics which dictate how our civilization kind of views its own kind of ethics standards. So we've gone for Xenophile, so our civilization is quite open to others. We've gone for militarist, which means we're very warrior driven, very combat driven. So if we are greeted by hostile beings, we pretty much can deal with it. And we're also very materialistic, so we're not superstitious. We're very much a matter of fact kind of rational species. What we see is what we believe in. This kind of goes into some of the other traits that you'll see under the character, which is industrious, intelligent, natural physicist. So because we are obviously very anti-supernatural, we're very much about the material nature of the world, and that's allowed us to kind of focus our interests. So we're very much kind of materialistic. We're very much matter-of-fact kind of people, and that's allowed us a very rational ability to determine things like physics, for example, so we're specialising in that. We've got some civics as well. Civics give us some bonuses, so the Philosopher King gives us some bonuses to, I'm trying to remember what that one is now. Whenever we recruit governors and rulers, or leaders as they're called, we don't tend to pick up negative traits, and we also increase the max level of our rulers. So every ruler or leader that we acquire has a level cap, so it's like mini characters that your empire can have. They have a higher than normal level cap, so they can actually advance further, so essentially they become like super rulers. So this is coming down from our emperor, who's going to be ruling our civilization, so he's passed this advantage down to the people underneath him. So think of it a bit like inspiration. He makes people the better version of themselves and less likely to kind of screw up. And then we've got distinguished admiralty. So because we're playing a very militarist and materialist race, we tend to be very good in combat, since we're naturally natural warriors as well. So we've got that advantage as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on with our race. As a planet type, you can't see this, but every time you roll empire, you have to dedicate a specific kind of preferential planet type. So we've gone for, I believe it's temperate planet. I can't remember off the top of my head. I need to quickly check that now. Homeworld. Wet. No, it's continental world. So wet, temperate. Okay, so we're just done on that. So that's pretty much all of that for our empire. Now you're gonna have to give me some leeway, because there's an awful lot to talk about in this game. We are going to be playing on a huge galaxy. We are going to be playing against quite a few civilizations. There's going to be a few civilizations that are going to have a natural advantage, so advanced starts. There's two what you call kind of end boss level type civilizations out there as well. Pretty much everything is default settings, and we're going to go straight into it. So I have switched off the victory year, so we are going to just keep playing until we hit a brick wall basically, or we either die or I just declare it an end. So let's get on, because frankly I don't want to spend too much time trying to talk through every aspect of this game, because there's an awful lot to this game. There's so much that you can tweak and adjust, and sometimes you just gotta let the game run itself to just get going, otherwise you end up trying to micromanage far too much. We are running a couple of mods, so I have got a ship mod running, I've got a couple of event mods running, I've got a bit of graphics mods going, I've also got a civil war mod going. So civilizations can actually, under the right conditions, fracture, which I think is very important. So just read through this quickly. Once our empire spanned the void, once our fleets controlled much of the galaxy, then came defeat and the fall. Finally, after millennia of purgatory, it is time to return to the stars. At long last, our civilization has rebuilt to the point of interstellar travel. The galaxy shall be ours again. Several regions of our home planet are still in ruin. Clearing these areas may reveal lost resources and forgotten technologies. Now this is another reason why I like this planet start, this civilization start. We can really speed up our research by essentially spending a lot of materials to do archaeological digs on our home planet and uncovering wreckage of previously known technology. This allows us essentially a very quick way of going, you know, bang 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 up the tech tree. So let's begin. So I don't know where we're starting. Oh, we're starting in a trinary star system, so I've got 3 stars. They're quite nice actually. Pretty dark system. Where's our home planet? It's over here. That seems to be a planet on its own orbit. It does have a moon, a molten world orbiting our home planet. We're actually really close to the sun. Most of the planets here are molten. Jesus, this is not a friendly system, is it? How the hell did that planet actually survive? Everything's on fire in this system. Right, so we start off with it. I'm just surprised actually, given how many things are on fire, how we ended up with a planet that's inhabitable. So either way, so we start off with a couple of mining stations. We've got a space station over here, which serves as our military HQ. As you can see, we've got a couple of ships in orbit of it, very nicely detailed. We get 3 corvettes. They currently don't have an admiral assigned. We can hire an admiral, but we're not going to do that just yet. It's a waste of time. We do have a science ship, which is going to be going on a bit of a survey around the local systems. Survey ships are incredibly powerful at the beginning of the game because they uncover bonuses for your civilization. They discover new technologies, new science, new kind of perks for you to kind of add to your civilization's knowledge and power base. So these guys essentially go out and go on a bit of a crusade. So the first thing we're going to do, looking at where we are in the galaxy, we're actually quite close to the core. That's a good system. So 1, 2, 3, 4 directions. So we're going to need 4 science ships on. So we're going to go to our shipyard and I'm going to build another science ship. Yep, so we've got a second science ship under construction. And we're going to go back to our home system and we're going to start building some additional resource collections. So we do have 2 unclaimed points here. So we've got an energy credit world and a material world, a mineral world. So we're going to build that one first, then we're going to leave that one running. Gotta go back to science ship. Now we've got to make a decision where we're going to send science ship first. I think it has to be north. That's clearly a bottleneck entry into our space, so we're going to send him there and we're going to tell him to survey the entire solar system. So we have no idea what's up north, but it looks like that's the bridge across these arms. You might notice these arms are spiraling out like this. So there's 4 arms at the minute. So one over there, one sort of around there, one going down, and then one going out this way. This one's really kind of twisted. Yeah. So it looks like from here, that's our access into the core. So I really need to kind of block off that route. So we're going to send a survey ship up north. The next thing we need to do is pick our technology. Now the first thing I always do, and damn we haven't got it, that's a bummer. Normally you get the ability to research a research bonus as one of your first picks. We don't actually have that this time. So we're going to have to go for that one. That is just a bonus to our research stations. It's not as good. Oh wow, this is going to be really crappy. Okay, we're going to go for Unity. Unity is something that you accumulate to evolve your civilization's culture, and then you inherit new perks as part of your culture. That's the one I was hoping for on those 2. Oh, this is going to be crap. We're not going to have a very good time on this. Right, so we set up everything. We can't do anything with the homeworld just yet. Essentially, we spent all of our materials. We've still got an income of food. We are going to get more materials soon. We've got a little bit of money. Can we... Oh, let's have a look at the leader. Which one's the leader? It's that one. Right. New scientist. Normally you get one that's like half price. Yeah, we haven't. So we only got 100 credits and we need 200 to hire a new scientist, and we've just started the construction of a new science ship. We're going to have to let that just proceed So I'm going to set that to none and exit the menu. We're going to run it on fast wherever we can, so things progress very quickly. A new heir has been born. So the Emperor's now got a new child who's going to inherit the throne once they die. Okay, as you can see over here, progress bar is telling us the science ship is being built. We're going to have to wait a little bit. So the science ship is sitting there, but we ain't got enough money to hire anyone. So you get money paid at the end of each month, which is 30 days. So I'm going to pause there and click on this and go straight into recruitment. And what we want is someone who's got an expertise in surveillance. None of them. Right. Oh, what's that person? They're 33. The other thing you want to do is make sure they're as young as possible. Simply because the younger they are, the more time they'll get over the course of their life to build up the bonuses. And those bonuses really do stack up. I've got that archaeology, but we ain't got any archaeology going on just yet. So, right, we're going to go for this one. They're 40 years old and they've got a leadership experience boost. So they're going to speed up and are pretty young. So they're going to level really quick. So now we've got to decide where we're going to send you. Realistically, we want to try and follow the arm. So I think I'm going to send you this way. Survey that. Survey that. Survey that. And we don't know where that's going to lead after that. We'll do that. See what that does. Go to that one again. After that, I want you to survey that system, and then we've got a choice to make. We'll go right at the road, up to that one, back to that one. So we're doing a diamond. There is a road off there. Okay, so we'll do that bit up there. And we'll proceed on. So a lot of the first early days of the game is going to be quite boring, unfortunately.
Construction online.
Right, okay, now we've got to decide what next structure we want to build in our solar system. Now you can build on both planets and in space. We're just focusing on space at the minute. So the next thing we want to be building is this planet, mining station on orbit of this planet here. This will give us a bonus of 2 energy credits per month. However, to build that station, you saw it costs 100 materials and will maintain at a cost of 1 energy credit a month, which means essentially that will partially pay for itself. So we're getting 1 additional energy credit just by spending 100 materials. So we're going to let that go. Oh yeah, so we've got an option. This is from the new ship class mod. So we're going to say yes to this, but we're not actually going to follow it through just yet. Now the next thing we need to do. We found a strategic material, 0. Right, so we can't do anything with that just yet. So that indicates that we've got a research project on our home planet to unlock the prototype exploration cruiser. We're not going to do that because essentially that's an armed survey ship. We don't need them at this present time. So we're going to stay on task. Look at our home world. Unfortunately, we can't uncover any of the remnants at the minute because the cost is astronomically high. And
construction online.
We can't build any new structures either. Okay, so he's finished. There should be another. Yeah, we've got 1 physics not built on. So we're going to build a research station now. Just going to have to look for that one. You can build in two places. You can build either in the solar system itself by it's over here, by right clicking and building like that, or what you can do if you're being really lazy, you can right click and do it from the galaxy screen. If you do it from the galaxy screen, it will try and build all stations in that solar system. So if there's 4 different research points, it'll try and build all together in one go and charge you that amount. So if you haven't got the money to do that, obviously you have to do it individually, but we can do it from this because there's only 1 point of research left, and it will just build. And also you don't get to prioritize which one it does first, so in this instance there's only 1 research area left, so it's just going to build on that one. This is a big solar system. 3 stars, wow. So we didn't have a look up north yet. If we're looking here, we'll start seeing bits of the solar system becoming visible to us. Oh, we discovered the remnants of another civilization. Okay. 6 million years ago, okay. So we found artifacts from an ancient civilization on that planet. Our scientists think they inhabited this region of stars roughly 6 million years ago, based on the age of the artifacts. The aliens called themselves the Yut, and appear to have been very large flat. Yeah. "100 meters as an adult." Jesus, they're big alien. Right, so we can follow the precursor storyline to discover something about this civilization. It gives us a big bonus at the end. At the minute, we are preoccupied just trying to establish ourselves, so we can follow that later on, but we're just going to leave that one alone for now. We can't build in other solar systems unless we build an outpost. An outpost is like a mini space station that just essentially says this is where our border is. You can only ever build within your borders. In order to take someone else's space, you have to essentially take over their outpost and make a claim against them. Right, we found another strategic material, exotic gas. So unfortunately we haven't got the technology to utilise that in a minute, so it sits there but we can't mine it. It's a bit rubbish. So it's in that system there, so that might be worth claiming. Right, so the next thing I want to be building is I want to build a second constructor.
Construction online.
So that constructor's done. And we are going to send our constructor up to this system here. We can send ships outside of our solar system, but we can't actually do anything with them as long as they're unclaimed and not within someone's border. We're also going to send that one over there. I'm actually favouring claiming that system first, to be honest, because of those materials. Yeah. That's 2 strategic materials in that solar system. Is it 2? No, it's just 1, sorry. Correction. It has got a lot of bonuses.
Anomaly detected.
Oh, yeah, we're going to leave that alone. So, yeah. No, we're going to leave that alone. Our guy has no chance to look at the time it's going to take. That's in days. So, we're going to leave that one alone. We need a very skilled scientist to work out what's going on over there. So you'll encounter these anomalies where you get the option to research them.
System scan complete.
Right, so that one's been done already. We're going to pause for a second. Yeah, so the first system we're going to claim is this one. So you can do it from this screen. It costs influence and alloy to build the station. So we've got a fair bit of influence and we've got a fair bit of alloy, so we're going to say yes to both. We're going to do that with this system as well. and then that establishes those systems within our borders. Now, I'm quite surprised that we haven't actually discovered an inhabitable planet yet. Normally you get inhabitable planets. That's taken a long time. Yeah, you get inhabitable planets within one jump of your homeworld. Shipyard. Oh, we're lacking alloy at the minute. So we're going to build alloy plants on the planet. Alloy plants will allow you to convert minerals into alloys. So we're going to use a bit of our income of minerals and convert it straight into alloys. That allows us to build a lot quicker. So minerals you use to build structures on planets and things like mining stations, things like that. Alloys are used to build the more complicated things like starships. So that's going to take a while to build.
Construction online.
There we go. So pause that a second. What we're going to do is show you the demonstrator here where we just go build all mining stations. I'm going to hold down my shift key and I'm going to build all the research stations. So that guy is going to spend time going all over the solar system and building wherever he can. So it saves me having to micromanage his build queue. So he's off. Now once that's done, I'm going to tell him to build there as well an outpost so we can claim that solar system as well. So that's got a strategic research.
System scan complete.
Pause. Archaeological site discovered. That's very valuable, so we're definitely going to claim that. We can't do anything about that just yet, can we? Alright. I'm trying to select the ship. Let's get in a bit closer. We're missing 16 alloys. That's a bit annoying. Okay, and Unity. This is where we start adopting change to our culture. So the first one we're going to go for is Discovery. Discovery gives us, essentially think of it a little bit like Star Trek with the Enterprise, or even more the later like Next Generation. We are very much seeking out new information. We're seeking out research. We're curious about the universe, and because of that, this gives us the ability to get bonuses to research and surveillance as we're going across the galaxy. So we do that first so that we can understand the universe quicker. And just by adopting that idea, immediately we get a anomaly research speed of +20. And when we finish it, we get a research speed of +10. So that's a pretty powerful perk. So we're going to just leave that. It's going to be 28 months before we get to select a new part of that tradition. I'm going to have to get a bit more alloys so that we can claim that system. I also want to build another science ship because we've got a lot of roots out of it. Can you build yet? Yeah, we can, so we're going to claim that system. Then we want to build another science ship. That's going to take a while. No, it's not. We are going to use a bit of cheat. It's not a cheat, it's actually intended, but we are going to just speed things up a bit. So we do have access to an internal market where we can interchange materials for other materials. So we're going to swap a bit of our consumer goods for money and then use the money to buy alloys. Since we've got quite a bit of money, we can actually just buy that directly, to be fair. So for that much, and that much, and that much again, that much. Unfortunately, we do increase the cost over time every time we do it. So we brought a bit of alloys now. That should allow us to build another science ship, which in turn we're going to have to sell something to make the money to then pay for scientists. Oh, this gets complicated. So we're going to go back to the internal market. We're going to sell, what do we have surplus of? Sell a bit of food. Sell a bit more food. We're going to sell a bit of consumer goods. And we've got enough for another scientist. Okay, and then we'll be able to afford scientists once the ship is built. The ship will be built pretty quickly. It's just got to make sure that none of these go into minus figures.
Construction online.
What's that? Okay, we've just discovered a large impact crater. So we want to research that, the anomaly, to see what actually crashed into this planet. So we're going to research that. It's going to take 150 days for our survey ship, but I think it will give us something quite interesting. We've got our new survey ship, and we are going to look for a new scientist. Okay, let's have a look. Is there a survey speed 25 plus? I like that, and he's 28 as well, so he's getting hired. Welcome aboard, son. There you go, and then you can go this way down. And hopefully we'll get a planet out of that. And you can build mining stations and a research station. There you go. So that's your queue sorted out. So I'm just monitoring the materials up there that are coming in. He's nearly finished with the alloys. It's online. So now we lose a little bit of minerals, but we gain a little bit more alloys. At least that should be what's happening. Yes,
Anomaly
as you see,
detected.
that number changed around. We're going to leave that one, that's hard. Pause for a second. Do we have enough to do an uncovery on some of our ruins yet? No, we're missing a bit of money. Right, so we're actually going to go the other way around this time for the internal market. We're going to sell some of the alloys to make some money. Alloys sell for a lot of money. So there you go, just one chunk's gone, and immediately on our home planet we can go and uncover some of those goodies from the ruins. We could have got it for cheaper, because our governor, the guy who's running our plants at the minute, has an environmental engineering bonus of -25, so it reduces the cost of things. So as you notice on it, it should have been 750. It's actually going to cost us 563. That's not bad. We're going to utilise that bonus then. So we'll leave that running.
Construction online.
Okay, we've discovered that whatever crashed into the crater was an interstellar ship travelling at hyper maximum velocity and rammed into the planet roughly 10,000 years ago. Remarkable. Wow. So let's have a look. That guy's done. We can't really do much about that at present. So I'm going to send him down here actually. because I want to claim that southern border, and I also want to claim that border as well. So we've not got any avenues directly to our home world that's not within our border. We're going to pause. So we've got that route, we need that one and that one. Right, in fact, we need that one and that one, sorry.
System scan complete.
We really should have discovered a system with planets in it by now. That is a very complicated system, routes up there. These are hyperlanes, by the way, if it's not
System
obvious.
surveyed.
There's nothing there. Yes, I've got a new pope for our governor. There's a planet. That's what we've been looking for. So we're going to have to claim that, and then claim that, and claim that.
Construction online.
Right, so it's asking us to start a project, basic surveying stars. Yeah, we'll do that, but not right now.
Situation log updated.
Yes, we're going to claim that border.
Anomaly detected.
Oh, what was that? Pause. Challenging, leave it for now. Can't get sidetracked. We need to survey these systems, not discover what's in them. Not if it's going to take too much time. Right, so this first thing, we've uncovered some wreckage, and we've discovered an ancient cache of technology which dates back to our former empire. Only a minimal amount of research should be required to reintegrate this knowledge into our technology base. Ground defense planning. That is awful. That is absolutely appallingly bad. Let's try that again. This time give us something good. So we can only do this a few times because we've only got a couple of these things to uncover. So we're going to do that one now. So we're going to send that constructor over there in preparation.
Construction online.
There we go. Pause. Go over to this guy here. He's stopped. And you're going to build a mining station.
Anomaly detected.
Oh. Okay, so I should discover. Alright, we're going to research that one. So my plan is to try and get a colony ship up and running on that, well, a colony ship built and en route to that planet before the end of the episode. Okay, so we're actually going to do that now, because that's going to take a while. Are you surveying?
System scan complete.
Right, you need to be redirected to there. Oh, we can't go there because we've got no knowledge of the system. Right. So he's already closer, so we might as well send him on.
System charted.
Right, we can... asteroid weapon. So essentially it looks like they tried to develop a An asteroid is a battering ram against another civilization. Wow, look at what we've discovered. That's going to give us 1,480 mineral and a load of research. I like that kind of discovery. We're going to go into bonuses to survey speed first of all. Carrier operations, we like that one as well. That's a nice system just there. There's a few bonuses to be had there. Can we build there? Not just yet. Right, we are going to build a colony ship. Gotta wait till we've got enough influence to claim that system.
System charted. Anomaly detected.
Pause. Leave that one alone. We've uncovered new technology from our research. That's the bonus we want, so we're having that straight away. So it's going to take a while. Site ship. Oh my word, that's a lot of bonuses. Right, so we're going to have to go up that way, aren't we? Survey. Oh, it's going to have to be diamond again. And that's probably going to be our bottleneck in that direction. Or that system there. Probably that system there, to be fair. That looks like... In fact, if we got that... That's a dead-end system. That's a dead-end system. Right, so that looks like the only way into this part of the network. And cut that one off. And cut that one off. And then we essentially control a big chunk of stars. Right, so we're going to have to move in those directions. So 1, 2, 1. So claim that one next if we wanted, but we need these planets there. Then from there, step down and claim that one, and that blocks off anyone coming down this way. Then we need to prioritize that route and that route, because we've cut this one off already. And then we need to get to that system there. Right, okay. I'm going to pause it a second, go to the ecology again, and uncover another ruin. Doesn't really matter which one of these I pick, it's always going to be the same. Right, after that, have I got enough to build a... Yes, I do. Have we got people currently available? Yes, we do. So that'll give us a bonus to Unity, which then gives us more traditions to unlock. This is just telling us our leaders are leveling up through what they're doing. We've got enough to claim that system yet? No, not quite yet.
System scan complete.
Oh, piddle. So we've got first contact. Right, that is really early on. We're only 4 years into the game and already got first contact. And it's in a direction we haven't got anything moving yet. Right, so we're going to pause straight away and we're going to have a look at that, because this could really shape the future of this game. Oh yeah, that's an alien civilization, not space creatures. That's a ship just there. That's a constructor. Right. Right, so we're going to start the first contact scenario. So in order to do this, we have to assign a emissary. The emissary essentially investigates the contact to see who they are. We've got 3 emissaries available. There's no particular bonus to any of them. So we're just going to pick the first one, and he's going to spend the next 30 days trying to work out who these aliens are, what they want, and how that's going to affect us. Now, we've got a problem here because I need to block off that, because I think they're going to claim that system. Crap. So I only send him there straight away. Right, I think I'm going to call the episode end at that point, because this is going to get complicated rather quickly. So, we've managed to claim 4 systems. So we've got a home system and then 2 systems above us and 1 system below us. We've got very early on a first contact scenario. This is going to very much affect how we're going to be playing the next couple of episodes, because depending on how this race kind of reveals itself, we could end up with a first contact war. So yeah, that could be very interesting, given the fact that we've not even got a colony up and running yet, and we've only got 3 ships, and we've got no space stations either, other than our home system. So for now, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in episode 2, where we'll try and figure out what these aliens want. So in a bit.